Okay, so everyone see the screen clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for today, we're gonna learn chapter 10, index numbers. Okay, chapter 10, index numbers. Okay, first subtopic 10.1, index number. First, kita belajar tentang defining index numbers, and then describing index numbers. These two ni lebih kurang je lah. And then finally, problem solving question. Okay, index numbers. Very easy. Ni keluar dalam paper 2, kalau based on KBSM lah. Okay, paper 2, section pilihan, 10 marks. Okay, 10 marks. So it's easy to score for this topic. Very easy. Okay, first and foremost, what is index numbers? Okay, what is index numbers? Okay, first, let us read the statement given. Okay, first statement, this one. Okay, I bought this laptop for 2,000 ringgit. And then another statement, I bought this same laptop for RM 2,000, RM 1,800 last year. Okay, what observation can be made based on the two statement? Apa yang kamu observe? Apa yang berbeza? Is there any differences?
Ya,
Kurang ke bertambah? Ingat ni this
Bertambah.
last year, this is new year lah, tahun ni lah. So apa ya? Increase. Increase in what? In? Okay, mahal, yes. Increase in price. Okay, sebanyak dia naik 200 ringgit. Okay, something like that lah. Okay. So first kita tengok there is an increase in price. Okay, so let's move on to our second point statement. Okay, and this one first. Okay, the circle one. Okay, the number of students in this school last year is 250. Demam, Evan. Okay, so last year 550 students. Okay, let's see second statement. The number of students in this school is 500 this year. 500 this year. Okay, so now what can we observe? What can we say? Conclusionnya.
decrease.
Decrease in population lah kiranya. Calon Lisa. Sekejap ya. Okay, decrease in population increase sebanyak 50 student. Okay, so based on this, perasan tak index numbers ni apa yang kamu boleh concludekan? Dia melibatkan apa? Kalau based on these two slide,
Tahun.
apa dia?
Tahun.
Tahun lagi. Apa yang berlaku tahun pertama dengan tahun sebelum? What's the difference?
Increase and decrease.
Increase and decrease in a certain variable. Okay, macam yang first tadi, dia melibatkan increase in price.
Price.
Yang first. Okay, yang second, dia melibatkan decrease in population. Okay, so from here, kita boleh tahulah index numbers ni melibatkan apa. Okay, so increase or decrease of a value value ni sesuatu lah, certain topik ke aspek ke apa-apa, can be shown using index numbers. Okay, index numbers ni can be used to show increase or decrease in certain variables, certain values. Okay, so the definition of index numbers. Okay, index numbers is a statistical measure. Okay, measure statistically to measure the changes, the change. Okay, tengok, the change of a variable of a particular year as compared to another year, So index numbers ni measures change of a variable that compares 2 years. Okay, so kamu ada particular year and then ada another year. Okay, tak masuk lagi Lisa. Tidak. Okay, as compared to another year. So variable ni, apa yang kita nak tengok perubahan tu can be anything lah. Can be price, currency, quantity, apa lagi boleh? Population. Macam tadi yang number of student tu, population. Okay, and then air pollution index. Okay, air pollution index. And anything lah where we want to see the increase or decrease of a value for the variables. So we use index numbers to measure the changes. Okay? Okay, faham tak? Apa itu index numbers? Raise hand je, tak perlu cakap. Kan boleh raise hand tu kan? Okay, at least did you understand a bit? No response. Okay. So, formula to calculate index numbers. Okay, this one. Simple je. Okay, tak apa. Nanti kita akan tengok example lah. Okay, so I is index numbers. Okay, and then Q1 over Q0 times 100. Okay, Q1 over Q0 times 100. Simple je formula dia. Okay, Q1 over Q0 times 100. So what is Q1? Okay, Q1 is the price or quantity at a particular year. Okay, at a particular year. Q0, price or quantity at the base year. Okay, base year. Q0 untuk base year, Q1 untuk tahun lain at particular year yang kita pilih. So, ampu baru join. Okay, so this simple formula should not be a problem lah. So just ingat je, I equal to Q1 over Q0 times 100. Where Q1 particular year punya value, Q0 base year punya value. Okay. Now let's see how can we use this formula. Okay. Tengok example. Tulis dulu formula di kat atas. I equal to Q1 over Q0 times 100. Okay. Okay. So the number of students of a school increase. Okay, first kita increase from 500 in the year 2000. Okay, kita ada 500, 2000. 2016 ada 500. Okay, to 800 student in the year 2017. Okay, so to 2017 we have 800 students. Okay, what does the question want? Okay, tengok. Calculate the index numbers to show the changes in the student population. Student population punya change in the year 2017 based on year 2016. Okay, so dia suruh cari population index for the changes in the student numbers for 2017 based on 2016. Okay, now tahun mana kita punya Q0? Base year kita tahun berapa? Okay, 2016 ke 2017? Our Q0.
17.
2017. Yang lain? Yakin? Tengok. Dia kata in the year 2017 based on 2016. So this means that 2017 ni adalah kita punya Q1. Bukan Q0. Q1 maksudnya dia adalah particular year. Okay, this one Q1. Kenapa kita kata begitu? Sebab tengok based on 2016. So maksudnya dia berdasarkan 2016 punya value. So kita punya Q0 is actually 2016. Okay. So kamu tengok je ayat based on tahun belakang tu. Selalunya tahun kat belakang adalah kita punya Q0, base year kita. So maksudnya kita nak compare number of student 2017 kepada 2016. So 2016 tu lah kita punya base year. And then kita kira. So I is equal to Q1 punya value in quantity is 800. Okay, 800 over Q0 punya value 500. Okay, times 100. Okay, kirakan what value will you get? 800 over 500 times 100.
160.
Okay, 160. So itulah our index numbers, population index. 160. Okay, simple je. Okay, so itulah how you want to solve it. Okay, first determine which one is Q1 and Q0. Ingat je, Q0 tu dia adalah dia punya denominator lah. Kita berdasarkan tahun berapa. Macam ini, dia nak 2017 based on 2016. So 2016 lah our Q0. So 2017 Q1. Okay, and then find the value of that particular year. 2016 800, 2017 800, 2016 500, and then just divided those two times by 100 and you get the index price, index numbers. Okay, tu je. Okay, 160 ni mewakili apa? Nanti kita check balik. Okay. Okay. Let's see second example if you guys still cannot fully understand. Okay. So, same juga. The number of students of a school in the year 2016, okay, kita tulis 2016 is 500 students. So, we have 500 students. And the number of students in the year 2017, the 2017 is 500. So sama juga 500. Okay. So calculate the index number to show the change in the student population in the year 2017 based on 2016. Okay, now which year is our base year? Q0 yang mana satu? 2016 ke 2017?
2016.
Yes, betul. So 2016 is our Q0. This one is our Q1. Okay. So from here, we substitutekan into formula. So formula I equal to Q1 over Q0 times 100. Okay, then substitute the value. Q1 500, Q0 500 also times 100. So what value will you get? 100. Yes, betul Lipa. 100. Okay. So ni kita ada 100. Yang tadi kita ada 160. Okay, first and foremost, for example 1, increase ke decrease number of student dia? Example 1 tadi.
Increase.
Increase. Sini pun dah state increase. So, kalau increase, kita tengok dia 160. Okay, for example 2, increase ke decrease ke no change? Number of student.
No
No
Okay,
change.
this one no change. So no change, kita tengok dia punya value 100. Okay, so what does this value represent? Okay, itu yang kita nak tahu juga. Okay, so let's see. So based on this, conclusion ni apa? Okay, based on example 1 and 2, okay, if there is no change in the numbers ataupun value ataupun quantity of the variables, okay, our index number will always be equal to 100. Okay, will always be equal to 100 if there is no change between those 2 years. Okay, between those 2 years. Okay, what if there is an increase in the number of numbers, values, or quantity of variables? Okay, macam tadi kita tengok example 1, value dia 160, kan? Example 1. So we can conclude that our index number will always be more than 100. Okay, more than 100. So from here, kita tengok so indeksnya 160. Okay, kalau tiada perubahan 100. So try tengok 160 minus 100. So we get 60. So apa 60 ni represent adalah dia punya increase. Increase by 60%. So this one is observation that can be made. Can be made. So question usually first dia akan tanya find the index number for apa-apa soalan lah. So for contoh example 1 tadi, kamu dah kira index numbernya 160. Itu index number. Okay, 160. And then dia akan ada anak kecil satu lagi soalan. Okay, based on the index numbers, what can you conclude? What can you observe? What can you say? Okay, so inilah cara kita nak jawab dia. Kita tengok adakah dia increase, adakah dia no change, atau adakah dia decrease lah. So macam soalan 1 tadi, kita kira dia punya difference adalah 60. So increase by 60%. So that's the observation that can be made. Okay, ini berbeza dengan index numbers. Index numbers kita guna formula saja. I equal to Q1 over Q0 times 100. Okay, ini index numbers. Okay, yang bawah ni is the observation. Okay, kita kena state lah observation yang kita dah buat. Kita nampak dia increase. Memanglah daripada 500 jadi 800. But then kita nak tahu in term of percentage. So macam mana nak cari dia? Kamu just tolak index numbers yang kamu dapat dengan 100 tu lah. Sebab dia increase kan. So of course dia lagi besar. So kita tolak, kita dapat 60%. So observation increase by 60%. Okay. Okay tak? Faham tak sikit? Kita masih blur-blur lagi. Okay. So this one, okay, tunjuk increase dengan no changes. What happen kalau decrease? Okay, kita tengok kalau decrease punya example. Okay, example 3. A pencil cost 50 cent in the year 2014. Okay, kita ada 2014, harganya 50 sen. Kalau boleh tulis in term of RM lah. RM 0.50. Okay, and 40 cent in the year 2015. Okay, so 2015 RM 0.40. Okay, soalan. Kalau ringgit, berapa decimal places kita wajib tulis?
2.
2. Betul, 2. So kenapa dalam kuis saya tu ramai yang buat 3 decimal places lah, 4 decimal places lah. So salah lah. Okay, so ingat duit RM must be 2 decimal places. Okay, bundarkan lah, round off. If you get 3 decimal places, then round off jadi 2 decimal places. Okay, make sure no more mistake like that. Okay, soalan tanya. Calculate the price index. Okay, now dia tukar price index for a pencil in the year 2015 by using the year 2014 as the base year. Okay, this one dia dah specifically sebut dia nak 2014 as the base year. So which one is our Q0 and Q1?
Q0. 2014.
Q0.
Okay, so this one adalah Q1. So 2015 Q1. So tulis balik formula I equal to Q1 over Q0 times 100. So our Q1 berapa nilai kita?
50 cent.
Yes, 50 cent. 0.50. So Q0 kita 40 cent times 100. So how much value yang kamu dapat? Index, price index kamu dapat berapa?
Bukan terbalik kata saya.
Ada juga yang perasan. Ingatkan tak ada yang perasan. Okay, it should be 0.40 over 0.50. Yes. Bagus. Saja je nak tunggu. Bila lah orang nak sebut ni. Tengok lipah. Dia terus kira. Ayo lipah. Kan? So kalau 0.40 over 0.50 times 100, apa yang kamu dapat?
80.
Yes, betul. 80. Okay. Sekejap nanti tengok nota. So based on this, first and foremost, value dia increase ke decrease daripada 2014 kepada 2015?
Decrease.
Decrease. Bila dia decrease, kita tengok dia punya index numbers. 80, which is less than 100. So daripada sini, kita boleh buatlah conclusion for decrease. So if there is a decrease in the number, value or quantity of our variable, our index numbers, our price index ke, population index ke, apa-apa index lah, will always be less than 100. Okay, so kalau kamu tengah kira and then kamu punya jawapan, kamu dapat 125 macam yang lipah kira tadi, 125. But then you observe value dia decrease. But how come nilai dia greater than 125? So from there, kamu boleh tahu yang kamu mungkin tertukar base year kamu. Okay, so that's why we need to remember. Kalau dia increase, value index numbers dia more than 100. Kalau no change, 100. Kalau decrease, less than 100. Supaya kita boleh check balik. Okay, tengok takut kalau tersalah base year. From this, we can check our answer betul ke tidak. Okay, and then daripada example 3, kita tahu R is 80. So now kita nak tahu dia punya difference. Sekarang I ni lagi rendah daripada 100. So 100 kena tolak lah 80. Kamu akan dapat difference 20. Okay, difference kamu 20. So and then kita tahu dia decrease. So observation kita, kalau soalan tanya, observation decrease by 20%. Okay. So itu beza dia. Kalau dia increase, value dia akan greater than 100. And then carilah berapa increase percentage dia. This one pun sama. Decrease, value index numbers dia less than 100. And then find the difference. So that one is the percentage decrease. Okay, overall conclusion. Okay. Conclusion overall. So kalau increase variable, ini variables punya value lah. Kalau dia increase, remember I will always be more than 100. Kalau no change, I would be equal to 100. And last kali, kalau dia decrease, I is less than 100. So this one penting, so that nanti kamu boleh check if your base year, particular year tu betul atau tidak. So you first kena tahu increase atau decrease. So kalau kamu dapat increase tapi kamu punya index numbers tiba-tiba kat sini less than 100. Salah lah maksudnya. Kamu salah pilih base year. So that's why this thing kamu kena properly remembers lah. Okay. So, okay. Mungkin ada yang still blur-blur. So lepas ni, so this one kita dah cover definition and describing index number. So now kita akan buat problem solving. Nak tengok how to solve question involving index numbers. Simple je soalan dia. As long as you remember formula I equal to Q1 over Q0 times 100, and then kamu boleh bezakan which one is your particular year, which one is your index base year. Bolehlah kita cari. Okay, tengok example 4. A box of tissue cost RM RM2.20 and RM3.60 in the year 2009 and 2016 respectively. So 2009 berapa harga dia? Berapa harga tisu?
RM2.20.
Yes, 2.20. 2016?
RM3.60.
Okay, RM3.60. Okay, now question asks, calculate the price index of a box of tissue in the year 2016 based on 2019. So now, which one is our Q0? Base year kita yang mana?
2009.
Yes, betul, 2009. So kamu dah pandai lah bezakan which one is Q0, so the other one will be Q1. Okay. And then kita pun substitute lah nilai. So kita cari I. So Q1 kita RM3.60 over our Q0 RM2.20. Yes, times 100. So what value would you get? Berapa dapat?
163.64.
Jangan sebut 64, 64. 163.64. Okay, that's our index price index. Okay, if question bawah tu tanya, what can you observe based on the price index? Okay, apa jawapan kamu? Okay, kalau soalan tambah, what can you observe based on the price index? Price index kita 163.64. Okay, apa observation kamu? First, dia increase ke dia decrease?
Increase.
Okay, first let's lah. Price increase by how many percent? Berapa banyak yang dia increase?
63.64.
63.64%. Okay. Macam tu je lah nak jawab dia. Okay. Macam biasa macam mana nak cari tu? 163.64 tolaklah
Tolak
dengan 100.
100.
Yes, dapat 63.64. Okay, that is our price increase by 63.64 from 2009 to 2016. Tapi tak boleh tahun pun tak apa. Buat ini je. Dah siap. Okay. Macam tu je. Itu kalau soalan tanyalah, dia tanya tambah what can you observe. Kalau dia tak tanya, tak perlulah nak buat. Cari sampai sini je. Dah siap. Okay. Okay. Try example 5. Okay, this one saya nak kamu buat. Tapi kita tengok dulu question dia. Okay, example 5. Okay, we have year 2009 and 2011. Okay. And then kita compare harga jam, price of a clock. So 2009, 50 ringgit. 2011, 20 ringgit, 25 sen. Okay. Calculate the price index. Dia nak price index for the year. Okay, dia ada dua soalan sekarang. First, 2011 based on 2009. And the second one, 2009 based on 2011. So from here, kita boleh conclude yang base year tu tak semestinya tahun yang lagi lama. Okay, the previous year. Macam selalu kalau tengok sebelum-sebelum ni punya soalan, selalunya tahun yang lagi lama tu kita guna sebagai base year. Okay, macam example 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now tengok kat A, yes, 2011 based on 2009. Yes, 2009 guna sebagai base year. Tapi untuk soalan B, 2009 based on 2011. So sekarang 2011 yang jadi base year. Okay, so kamu tak boleh terus fikir kalau kamu tengok baca soalan terus kamu assume tahun yang lagi lama tu sebagai base year. Kena tengok sampai habis. Okay, kena tengok ayat dia, baca betul-betul. Okay, so try jawab A dengan B. Simple je. Saya bagi masa 2 minit. And then if you already finish answering, raise your hand. Senang nak tahu siapa yang dah siap. Okay, Abah dah siap. A and B, simple je. Untuk nilai, decide mana satu Q1, Q0 for question A and question B, and then substitute error. Inulda, AB, Fadil, Vika, Nina, Emily, together. Lipa, Ampu, Umaira, Lisa. Okay. Okay, please dah. Vika siap. Good. Okay, another 30 second and then kita discuss. Yang tak sempat tu, tengok sama-sama. Simple je. As long as you have calculator beside yourself lah. Emily dah terus. Okay. Now, kita discuss lah. Siapa yang tak sempat tu, tengok sama-sama. Okay. Untuk soalan A. Fadil Anam has left the meeting. Aish. Okay. Soalan A. Which one is Q0? Which one is Q1? Q0 2000 berapa? For question A.
2009.
Yes, 2009. So this one become 2011. So kita pun substitute. I equal to our Q1 2011. So 20 ringgit 25 sen over 15 ringgit. And then times 100. So what value will you get?
135.
135. Okay, good. Bagus. Okay, now B pula. Which one is Q0? Which one is Q1?
Q0 2011.
Yes, 2011. So this one 2009. Okay, so 15 I is equal to 15 over 20.25 times 100. Okay, what value will you get?
74.07.
74.0.
7.
Okay, now. Okay, kalau soalan tanya macam biasalah, increase or decrease. So untuk A, how would you answer?
Price increase
Price increase.
35% by 35%.
35%. So from here, kita boleh nampak daripada 2009, harga increase by 35% untuk sampai 2011. Okay, so maksudnya daripada 2009, dia naik harga pergi ke 2011. Okay, kalau terbalik pula, kalau B, increase ke decrease?
Decrease.
Decrease by how many percent? Okay, kira 100
By 6.07.
berapa 6?
At 5.4.
100 minus 74.07. Okay, 100 minus benda tu. Berapa kamu dapat?
$25.93.
Yes, 29.5, 25.93. Okay, betul persen. So, apa yang kita boleh kata kat sini adalah kalau kita tengok daripada 2011 pula kat depan. From 2011, harga dia menurun kalau compare dengan 2019. So that's why kita punya base year tu kena betul. Okay, kena tengok which one yang dia nak sebagai base year. Sebab kalau macam ni, kalau 2009 base year, harga naik. Tapi kalau 2011 base year, harga turun. Okay, so itu yang kamu kena faham betul-betul lah. Decide which one is your base year. Tak semestinya tahun yang lagi lama tu adalah kamu punya base year. Depends on question, which one they want. Okay, okay. Another 2 question and then kita boleh bersurai lah. Okay, this one saya tunjuk dulu. Okay. A pen cost RM 1 ringgit in the year 2013. Okay, kita tulis 2013, harga dia RM RM1. Okay, the price index, dia bagi price index. The price index of a pencil is 125. Okay, in the year 2015, using the year 2013 as the base year. Okay. Calculate the cost of a pencil in the year 2015. So sekarang dia dah bagi price index. Dia suruh kita cari value pen tu untuk tahun spesifiknya. Okay, kita tahu 2013 harganya RM1. 2015, do we know the price?
No.
No. So kita gantikan dengan X. Okay. Index value, index price dia kita tahu tak?
Tahu.
Tahu.
Berapa?
175.
Okay, 1, 2, 5. Okay, which one is Q0? Which one is Q1? Q0 yang mana?
2013.
Yes, betul. Sebab di sini dia sebut using the year 2013 as the base year.
Year.
Okay, tengok. That's why I said question will specify which year yang dia akan guna sebagai base year. So kamu tak perlu macam kelang kabut nak cari mana satu mana satu. Okay, memang ada dalam soalan. So this one is Q0, this one is Q1. Okay, and then we calculate macam biasa. So I is equal to Q1 over Q0 times 100. So our I is 125. Q1 X over
1.
1 times 100. Okay. Then this one algebra. Move, transfer to the other side and then kira. Okay, berapa nilai X yang kamu akan dapat? Okay, first pindahkan 100 tu pergi sebelah. Okay, and then baru pindahkan 1 ni pergi sebelah. Okay. Ingat, kamu kena pindahkan jiran dia dulu. Jangan pindahkan orang yang satu rumah dengan X. Pindahkan jiran dia dulu, baru pindahkan orang yang serumah dengan X. So what is the value of X?
125.
Yes, 1.25 RM. Okay, betul lah. Okay, so simple je. So ini dia just pusingkan soalan. Like previous question, they ask to find price index. Q0, Q1 given. But this one, they gave us price index. They want us to find the cost of the variables on the specific year lah, sama ada particular year ataupun base year. So benda yang sama juga, just that we transfer to the other side. Tak bolehlah terus directly calculated. Okay. Okay, this one 1.25. Okay, last, this one, kamu try jawab dulu. A. Jawab yang ni dulu. Example 7. Nampak kan? Okay. Okay, masa diberi 1 minit sahaja. A box of chocolate cost RM12 in the year 2016. Calculate the cost of a box of chocolate in the year 2017 based on 2016 if the price index increase by 25% in the year 2017 compared to 2016. Okay. Try jawab. Ingat, cari Q0, Q1, P, II, index price. And then baru substitute into equation. I equal to Q1, Q0 times 100. Dah, kalau dah dapat, raise your hand as always lah. Okay, ini dah 1 minit dah berlalu dah katanya. Yang lain, saya mengira. Ya, pada okay. Okay. Yang tengah jawab tu ingat. Okay, first, which one is Q0? 2016 ke 2017?
16.
16. Okay, so this one 2016. Kita tahu tak harga dia?
Tahu.
Tahu.
Berapa?
12
12
ringgit.
ringgit.
Okay, 12. Terus tulis kat sebelah. Okay, and then Q1 adalah 2017. But do we know the price?
No.
No. So X. So our index price berapa?
25%.
25% increase. So berapa index price-nya?
125.
Yes, betul. 125. Okay. So itu soalan tricky. Kenapa? Dia tak state directly index price punya value. Dia just state increase by 25%. Ingat, kalau index price tu no changes, nilai dia kan 100. So kalau dia kata increase by 25%, maksudnya kita kena tambah je lah. 25 plus 100. Okay, 25 plus 100 which will get 125. Next baru kita substitute nilai. So kita dapat 125 is equal to x over 12 times 100. So what is first this one pergi sebelah, saya tunjuk satu-satu lah. Maka dapat 1.25 is equal to x over 12. So berapa nilai x-nya? 1.25 times 12 kan? So dapatlah RM 15 ringgit. Yes, betul. Good job. Okay, simple like that je. Yang ini je lah, takut kalau ada mana student yang tak cakna ke dia tak perasan. I, nanti kalau dia guna 25. Salah lah kat situ. Kena check betul-betul. Say increase by 25. So you need to add 25 tu dengan 100. Okay. Okay, this one. This one saya tunjuk. Masa kau dah nak habis. 2018 ni. On 2018, the price index decreased by 15% based on the year 2016. Okay. Calculate the price of the chocolate for the year 2018. Okay. So, which one is our Q0?
2016.
Yes. Sebab apa dia kata sini? Based on 2016. Okay. So harganya kita dah tahu RM12. Then Q1 secara tak langsung adalah 2018. But then we didn't know the price. So X. So what is our index price? Price index kita berapa?
85.
Okay, bagus. 85. Macam mana dapat 85 tu?
100 tolak
100 tolak
15.
15.
Yes, bagus. Sebab dia kata decrease. Decrease by 15%. So kita kena tolak lah. 100 minus 15, 85. Okay, and then kira. So 85 is equal to X over 12 times 100. So X over 12 is equal to 0.85. So X sama dengan berapa? Try kira 0.85 times 12.
RM10.20.
Get 20 cent. Good. Okay, betul lah. So that's all that you need to know for part 10.1. Index price. Calculation dia simple je. Dia akan tanya benda macam tu je lah. Okay. So, revise sikit. Okay. So apa yang kita belajar hari ini? Kita belajar tentang index numbers. Okay, index numbers 10.1. Okay, apa formula index numbers? Apa formula dia? I
Index equal to
Uh-huh.
QI over Q0
times 100.
times
Where Q1 ni particular year and our Q0 is
base
base.
year.
Okay, so and then substitute benda macam biasa. But first, index number ni, apa motif kita cari index number? Apa sebenarnya kita nak tahu? We want to find what? To find apa ayat first tadi? Want to find the change in variable. Okay, change in variable. Change ni can be increase, no change, and last kali decrease. So kalau increase, dia punya value either
More than 100.
more than 100. Okay, kalau no change,
Equal to 100.
I equal to 100, and last kali decrease,
Less than 100.
yes, bagus, less than 100. So this is all that you need to know for the first part of this topic. Okay, simple tak? Okay tak? Boleh faham tak finally?
Boleh.
Boleh.
That's why I said this topic is very easy to score, but soalan dia pun direct je. Macam tu je. Okay, mungkinlah ada certain macam critical thinking, but then kalau kamu faham betul-betul how to find the changes using base year, particular year, it should be easy lah sepatutnya. Okay, so homework. Okay, intensive, dalam kutas ya, intensive practice 10.1 page 278. All question. Okay, all question. Submit Sunday. So itu homework weekend. Okay, so esok kita tak ada kelas, extra kelas lah. Sebab ni baru first time jumpa. So tak ada sangatlah apa-apa problem solving yang kita boleh buat sangat. Okay, so submit Sunday 6 PM WhatsApp macam biasa. Okay, so that's all for today. Do you have any question before we end our class?
No, sir.
No semua okay je. Stop recording. Okay.